So, my name is Joshua. This is the first video of hopefully many other videos. I don't know exactly the purpose of this video or what these videos will evolve into, but I'm doing this video because I am brutally unhappy with my life, and I need a change in my life that's monumental. And I don't know if this will get me to that change or if this will be a stepping stone to that change, but that change has to happen. Because where I stand now in my life is insanely exhausting. So you're gonna sit here for a few minutes on this stump with me while the sun sets through this forest. And I'm gonna dig here in the leaf litter and the dirt and look for randomly weird stuff that I like to look for, while I would normally sit here and think to myself. And rather than thinking to myself, I'm gonna record it. I enjoy the woods. I enjoy the tranquility of it. A lot of times I will come to the woods and just sit silently, quiet, just meditate, breathe, take it in. When you actually shush your mouth and shush your mind, the forest is amazing. Right now it's overwhelmed with cicadas. I can see many cicadas flying from canopy to canopy to canopy to canopy. They probably won't show up on camera, but I promise you they're there. You can probably hear them. I thought a lot today about what I was going to talk about because I really wanted to do this video. And now that I'm here doing it, I can't really think of anything to say. That's the irony, right? I don't know if that's irony. It's something. That's for sure. So I know I'm not alone in my problem, right? Like, the fact that I'm unhappy isn't special to me. There is hundreds and thousands of other people in this world that are just as unhappy as I am, just stuck in maybe a job they don't want to do, or in a relationship that they don't want to be in, or they can't be in anymore, whatever that situation is. But I'm unhappy. And honestly, I don't know the last time I was happy. I really hate trains. That's probably a story for another time. I'm definitely unhappy. And I don't want to be unhappy any longer. And I don't know the last time I was happy, like actually happy. And sometimes I ask myself, am I actually unhappy, or am I just neither happy or unhappy, somewhere in the middle? But I remember a time in my life where I was happy, or I felt happy, and I would like to be there again. And I don't know if it's something that I actually need to change, or if it's just a mindset. I know money doesn't make you happy, But money definitely reduces stress. And with less stress, I think there's happiness, maybe content. I don't know. It's a hard one to explain. But I know for certain that the path that I've taken over the last 15 years isn't really the path that, I don't know, was intended for me. Or it definitely wasn't the path that I wanted to walk, right? And I'm trying really hard to walk a new path. I would really like to walk a new path. I don't adventure anymore. I don't know the last time. Well, I do know the last time I went out on an adventure, but it's been far too long since the last time I went out on an adventure. And even that adventure was just an overnight on the trail with my kid. Not that that isn't valuable, because I do value that time, but it wasn't an adventure. I think I inherently enjoy the feeling of being afraid. I remember the last time I went rock climbing with my father's friends from back in the day, and one of the other climbers started setting up the rope and got all the leads done, and he told me to climb down. And I knew I could clip in, right? Because the climb down was a little bit sketchy. It was a few feet onto a ledge, and then after that ledge is just 60 feet to the ground kind of thing, right? Definitely would kill you, or at least incapacitate you for the rest of your life. And I knew I could clip in, but I didn't clip in. And the moment I started to descend down that cliff, that adrenaline hit me. And I almost slipped. And I remember it. And I safely made it down to the ledge, so I could clip into the rope and rappel down. But that instant that I felt like I was gonna slip, like I was gonna fall, made me so high on adrenaline. And that high ran with me for a couple days afterwards. I enjoyed it. I guess maybe that's what they call a adrenaline junkie. I don't know. I used to feel that fear a lot more periodically in my life. It's like it's a good, healthy stress. And the stress I feel now isn't healthy, and it definitely isn't good for me. Maybe that's what I need. I just need more adventure. But at the same time, in order to acquire the adventure I desire, I need money. And in order to obtain money, things in my job need to improve. My business needs to get better. It needs to be profitabler. I need to have more sales. I need more clients. Whatever it may be. But it has to improve. So maybe money doesn't make you happy, but it would give me access to happiness, maybe. I definitely lack a relationship. And to be honest with you, I'm afraid to get into a relationship. I'm horrified of a relationship, to be honest with you. The last relationship I was in ended, unfortunately. The other relationship before that was kind of just friends with benefits, I guess, and I don't know, I started to become uninterested, and she went her own way. And then the relationship before that was the relationship with my son's mom, and that was like a lot of years of discomfort and pain and unhappiness and misery and all sorts of unawesome things. The only awesome thing that came out of that relationship was my child, and he is pretty awesome, and I am grateful for him. But I'm afraid of a relationship. I'm afraid of women, to be honest with you. Like, it's been 5 years since I've been with a woman. It has been 5 years since I've shared a bed with a woman, since I've made love with a woman, since I've kissed a woman. It doesn't seem like 5 years, but 5 years is a really long fucking time. Like, a really long time. It's sad, really. And like, at this point, I'm 43 years old. I'll admit, I'm probably not the stud I once was. As embarrassing as that is to admit, but it's the truth. Maybe the embarrassment of not being as vigorous as I once was scares me. The possibility of falling in love and only have my heart broken again definitely scares me. It just seems so much easier to not be let down, right? Because we invest a lot of time and energy and money and effort and blood and sweat into a relationship, and to my experience, then they all just end miserably. Oh, I don't know. I've always thought for the longest time I was just meant to be alone. But as I get older, I become lonelier. And there's definitely a difference between being lonely and loneliness. Like, you can be lonely. Maybe there's a difference between being alone and being lonely. I think that's the right phrase for it. Is I have been alone and not lonely. Like, I'm alone right now, other than whoever may be listening to this video. But in reality, there's nobody there right now, and I'm just in the woods with bugs and squirrels and birds. But I don't feel alone. Or I don't feel lonely. And I've been surrounded by people and felt extremely lonely all at the same time. I guess I'll have to find another forest without a train track so close. But I wonder if I wasn't lonely, if I would be happier, right? If that would make my life better. If I had a partner. If I had someone to come home to after a long day, cliche as it is, and be like, oh honey, I'm home, and give her a kiss. Somebody to make love to, somebody to go on adventures with me. There is nothing better than making love next to a campfire. If you haven't done it, I strongly recommend you try it. But I wonder if that'll really truly make me happy. Because there was a time where I'd been in a good, healthy-ish relationship in the past, and I was happy, I was content, and that happiness brought on a lot of super positive changes in my life. For some reason, work got better, clients got better, money got better, everything. But on the flip side, I feel ignorant to pursue a relationship because in reality, I don't have anything to offer anybody. I don't have money. So it's not like I can take you out on a date. That's nothing fancy-pantsy, right? I have a work van. I have a personal car, but that too takes money to get legally ready for the road. So I feel like it's ignorant of me to seek a relationship with a woman when I have barely the means to support myself. It wouldn't be a classy courtship. I don't know. I guess this helped. I've been using a counselor lately, and I'm not too sure what I think of that. I already know all my problems. It's not like I don't understand my problems. I don't understand how to fix my problems. And I go to a counselor, and I don't want to talk about my problems. I can talk to about my problems to myself. I'm super good at that. What I need is someone to be, hey, listen, do this, and your problems will get better and or go away. But they don't do that. They just hit me with analogies and give me brainstorming ideas of things that I might do to make my life better. I don't need to hear things that I might be able to do. I need to hear things and what I need to do to make my life better. Maybe all I really need to do to make my life better is walk out in the woods, dig in the dirt, and start a camera. Maybe somebody will like it. Maybe somebody will watch it. It'll be there. It'll be there for you. But nonetheless, it is June 18th. My name's Joshua. We've been hanging out in Heritage Woods in Naperville, Illinois. Watching the sun set behind the forest canopy. Thanks for listening. Till next time.